Hi, welcome back to a new episode of Brain Jewels. It's your girl, Rene, bringing you all of the tea, honey, for what we need to know with this full moon that we got coming up, which will again be today. It's already happened. Let's just say it has already risen. As of 10:39 a.m., this is pre-recorded, so I am speaking to you in terms as if we are doing this live today, honey. But again, this was done yesterday, so when you see it, it will all make sense as I speak within what I speak of the tea that I am dropping. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you go down to the bottom, hit the bell, subscribe, so you can be alerted and know when all this wonderful content drops. I am a host of many, okay? I have Rene Conversations After Dark, very mature podcast, live show for the women that's mid-age, dating, flirting, trying to make what life just really happen and do their thing at this crazy age. So make sure you check that out. Second season will be rolling around soon, so it will be loading, so make sure you stay on the lookout for that. Okay, also I have the Shells and Cheese podcast live show with my good girlfriend, my sis. She's the cupcake, Amanda A. We drop nostalgic things and, you know, a nice little, if you will, take me down memory lane type of trip. We drop content in regards to old school movies, just when life was easy, and things that I feel that we feel that are like things that you probably liked growing up as well, like we did. I mean, we are some middle-aged women and we've experienced life, especially when it was easy. So we have that show over there for you that I do with her. Also, again, I'm here for the Brain Jewels. I have shorts, I have rants. I am just who I am, okay? So hate it or love it. You can either subscribe, take the trip with me, or, you know, make this a one and done. And we're thankful and I'm glad that you came. So anyway, this is Brain Jewels. Like I said, this is where I drop content in regards to full moons, new moons, crystals and things that we can be working with. I am a crystal witch. I am within the elements of the earth. I am a believer. I am spiritual, and that is basically all within my personality. And you will find that here in this show and a host of many others. And if you know me like in real life, then you already know, honey, you know how I get down. Bunch of entertainment. I'm here again as a content creator to entertain you, but also to give you some real and to give you some facts. So if we can just take a pause for the cause, I want to bless my channel, making sure that I'm bringing in new subscribers, and thank you for the new ones that have subscribed. I see you. You are doing big ones for me. You're doing your big one for yourself by just being a part of this community, baby, and it's safe over here, and I hope you love it and enjoy it. So we're going to take a pause for the cause so that I can basically do some sounds for some clearing and cleansing, and then I'm going to sage as I normally do to make sure good energy is being reciprocated back to what I'm putting out for you guys in this content, and then we will get started. So let's take a pause. And we're back. So microphone is tapped in. Michael Jackson is, you know, ready to bless us as well as with me. He said, everybody bow your head. More so, you know, I wore this Michael the last show. His birthday is in the month of August. But, you know, I'm a fanatic. I'm a fan of Michael. So I just felt like, you know, he gave me really good luck and juju when I did the last one. More people watched, new subscribers came. So I said, we're on a roll, honey. Let's see if we can get another one. Let's double down here. So close your eyes, focus in, and I'm gonna do just a little clown here sound clearing for you. If your ears are sensitive to the noise, you may want to mute this for a moment, and then you can join us back when I'm done. Ashe. Thank you for clearing all the negative from the sounds in your head and the thoughts and the chatter that we tend to want to not listen to and tend to want to silence that and get rid of it. And this is the saging part, of course, which I feel like it's always best to follow up within, you know, this is what I do. It's a cleansing, it's a clearing. It's again how I cleanse and clear some of my crystals, definitely my space, my bed, my mind, my body, my channel. It's just to make sure, you know, I keep things, again, positive and reciprocating energy that I want to feed me. And I think that's what we all want, you know, in life, a day-to-day, if you will. So I cleanse this channel, and thank you, ancestors, and thank you, spiritual guides, for being here with us today. Thank you for taking this journey. Thank you for giving me what I need. The creativity that continues to pour into me. I thank you. I ask that you give my subscribers, my viewers the same, and to make sure that things stay within life, to be positive, protect them at all costs. Ashe, ashe, ashe. And just for the follow-up, you guys are like, geez, are we going to watch you get dressed next? Maybe. You know, again, like I said, it's all a part of the practice. It's all a part of the routine. It's all a part from, it's for me. You do have a choice, you know. Should I stay or should I go? You know, it's up to you. There you go. And that's one thing you don't have to let me know, because I won't know if you stayed or did you go. And you know, I love a good Palo Santo. I just feel like Oprah. You get a Santo, a Palo, and a Santo Palo. Yes. All right. So here we are. We are done. This house is clear. Yes, it is, honey. Ashes. Michael, the ashes. Okay, so let's get into this, you guys. So like I said, this morning at 10:39 a.m., that was within the peak of the full buck moon. Okay, this moon is in Aquarius. And I want to also school you to let you guys know, you know, we're in the sun sign right now of Leo. Trust me, I know, because I have a son and a daughter, and they both are the lions, okay? And so when we have within whatever the sun sign is that we typically are, you know, are in, we're in within embracing the opposite moon, the opposite sign of where the moon lands. So the sun sign of Leo, their opposite is Aquarius, and so this moon is in Aquarius. Okay, and again, it's landing within the same day as an alignment, and we haven't seen this in over like 10 years or so. Okay, July's moon gets its name from the deer. Okay, so you know, Nook if you buck, right? Nook if you buck. So again, gets its moon from the deer. I know it had nothing to do with it, but I like Crime Mob, and I was here for them. Okay. So anywho, the bucks grow their most powerful set of antlers yet. Again, they're not in hiding, and they're in full view. So that's the energy right now. Okay, everything is full. Everything is standing within. It's standing on business. Okay, we standing 10 toes down. We're also dealing with the Saturn retrograde as well. My cousin had asked me the other day, like, she was like, what does that mean? I'm like, get ready to get your karmic ass whooped. If you did not do your work of what you were supposed to be doing, a few notes here. what testing 1 2 3, is this thing on? Yes, it is. It's you. Yeah, you there. Okay, so listen to me. Listen, Linda. All right, that started on July the 26th. All right, July 26th. All right, and it ends December 10th. Okay, December the 10th. This is not like Mercury retrograde. That's a different beating. Okay, that was like you got jumped. Okay, You got mail. You got jumped, okay? And depending on your sign of how it fell for you, you might have taken like you got jumped and then they ran you over with a car. That could have been very brutal. I know it tends to be for a lot of people, but you got to keep yourself where you need to be within to try to curve as much as you can. We dealt with technical issues. We dealt with as far as in the regards of the energy. Everyone felt it, you know, even with the CERN being turned off and even to amplify dreams. And that's a whole different chapter we're not going to touch today in Brain Jewels, okay? But you know it. So anywho, it's approximately 138 days. Now it's accountability. This is confronting areas of life where shortcuts were taken or responsibilities were ignored. So this is where the karmic comes in. If you didn't do the work to do what you needed to do to realign or put in the time to ground where you needed to ground, and you thought you would go over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go, and you took these shortcuts that didn't bring you nothing but trouble, you about to look around and find, this is where you are now going to find out. You already left around. Now you about to find out. Restructuring, it's reevaluating again the career paths, okay? Some of y'all are somewhere you don't even really want to be, not happy. The long-term goals, and most importantly, financial or personal foundation. Where are you? This is like when you're at the elevator and they tell you you're here, and they mark you, and then they're telling you where different little exits, directions, emergencies are, and where to go in the escape route of a fire. This is your life map. Where are you? And where you are you happy? And let's now go back a year or so ago. Where were you? Because that mark, it should have moved. And if you're still standing at that same elevator and you're still in that same spot, there was a path you were supposed to take. And you were supposed to realign or reconstruct things that needed the elevation in your life. Then you tried to take little dilly-dally shortcuts. And you was like putting them temporary band-aids on stuff, you know. Here come temporary layoffs, because good times. And now you're about to find out how it's not going to be good times. This is karmic coming back around. You messed up. You were supposed to do XYZ. You decided to do 593. And those numbers don't even go together, like in sequence order. So we're offbeat. We're not skipping together. You were supposed to realign yourself with the purpose of life, of where you needed to go next, and you didn't. So you still where you are. Where are you? Come on, you still where you are. Now you're about to get stuck on that elevator, okay? The slowdown, moving away from impulsive actions to favor patience, resilience, and sustainable planning. And if you didn't do your sustainable planning, and you didn't do the work to put you where you need to be now in this part of life, in your alignment, you're 10 steps behind. Now the karmic's about to whip your ass. And everything that you even gave to people, and energy that you gave, and actions, etc. Oh, she spun the block. She's coming back to pick you up. And who do we think? Think yourself. Think yourself, okay? So let's pan into the full moon, okay? Aquarius is the sign of showing up as exactly who you are and trusting your people will find you. You know, you put yourself in certain situations and places and you're like, oh, am I in the right spot? But you know the vibes, and people know the vibes, and they feel the vibes, and they see your aura. And then when you put yourself in places exactly where you're supposed to be, oh, definitely your people are gonna find you. No doubt. No doubt, they got you. So with the Jupiter and the Sun in Leo amplifying everything around it, whatever you've been quietly building, it's ready to be seen, okay? It's like Project Runway. They're working in the background. They're making this beautiful piece of a garment, an outfit, a ready-to-wear, a costume, whatever it may be. And now when it's that final day, and the models have to hit the runway. Here's the reveal, honey. What have you been working on? Let me see, let me see, let me see. And you know how Leos, they stand up on, like, you know, that proudness of who they are. They are the sun sign. Leo is the sun. They represent the sun, the beauty. That's why when we're outside and we, again, see a beautiful day and we look up and we're like, look at that bright sun. Damn, I need glasses. That's too bright. That's Leo. Leo takes full stage. They're in the center. They're the attention. Everybody's here for them. They know it and they want all eyes on them. Now it's time to reveal what you've been working on. Ask yourself, have you been shrinking to fit into rooms that weren't built for you? Sometimes we get confused thinking we've made it and we've elevated to a certain place because now we're in a room that we never thought we should be in and step inside of. Maybe sometimes those rooms aren't even for us to be a part of. We're not supposed to be in those rooms and step inside of any of that. But do ask yourself, is that you? So here's some things I want you to be mindful of. Stand up. Here's some buck moon rituals, okay? Stand up tall, all right? Lift your head up high, chin high to the sky, like I was meant to be here. Take up the space you occupy. Make sure people know you're supposed to be here. Yes. Another, write down the thing you've been sitting on, like, and give it a real date. I need a new car. How you gonna make that happen? Give yourself not I'll soon. No, we need a date. We need 30 days. You're starting today, and let's moving forward 30 days. This should be accomplished. I need to find a new place. 30 days, you got within from now to move forward, and writing out a list of the places that are in your top 5. Writing down your budget to compare, can you afford? Writing down within your extra fun money you need to just keep your lifestyle afloat. And then make the action plan happen. I need to break up with this person because they're bringing me sorrow. They're not bringing anything to the table. I'm doing everything by myself. And I know I'm worth more. I don't want to hurt their feelings. You got 30 days to figure it the fuck out. And you write it down several different ways of how you can basically break the news and let them know it's not working for me. It's not working for you. It's not working for us. And let them go. 30 days. No more than that. Okay? Don't bring that crap into the Virgo season because we don't like that. We'll read your ass down. And Virgo season does start within that latter part of August, just to let you know. So give yourself, give it to me. Give you, and giving the honesty of knowing your personality and what you've basically been kind of procrastinating on. This is not that time. Y'all, please, I need you to understand. It's going to be August. In a few days. To where I'll then be like, y'all, please, look, it's New Year's Eve. Do you understand? Time has been moving, but even with CERN off, time has slowed down a bit. If you're on that timeline with us, welcome. If not, I don't know what the fuck you at, but you missed the boat. I get scared for people that keep missing the boat. I'm scared for you. But anywho, yeah, it slowed down a bit. But other than that, the effects of things of what we're dealing with also has changed up as well. Even stuff we haven't seen. And I don't give a damn. I'm not talking about Chick-fil-A and the spelling. I'm talking about more deeper things than that in regards to maybe like animals, insects, things of that nature. And I know maybe some of you don't feel like dabbling. I am. I'm going all the way in tonight. I have something else that I'm putting together. And, you know, one thing that I know is for certain is to not always share everything that I am working on. And then you shouldn't do that either. You know, no matter what I believe, what I do, it's just something that should not be given as far as to everybody, because it's still stuff you have to work on for yourself and then see it come to light and to fruition. Find something you can see right now. that represents the next move. Okay? Whether that's like moving, you see like your door key or something, you know, a car, whatever, go down the street, which is the one you want. You actually, it shit that just went down. Okay. Or something that you got that's within reach of what makes money or makes sense. See, making money. You got a coin in your eyesight, pick it up, hold it, and that's your anchor. Okay. That's your anchor. Say it out loud. I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not waiting anymore. On the days it feels far, come back to this. And the words, the anchor and the declaration. Declare this. Say this. You do little spells every day that you don't even know, and that's just speaking affirmations. If that's something you do, I am a good person. Today, my day is beautiful. I am going to have a great day. I'm going to make some new money today. I'm attracting new energy. I'm attracting my soulmate. I am an attractive person. Bitch, you is fine. Like, no, don't go, you know what I mean? But just saying, you do it every day. I am at peace with where I am in life. You're affirming that. You're speaking that. If you visually see it, to visualize, you know you got it. I am the light. I brighten everybody's room when I walk in. Here's affirmations for you. I am ready now. I show up as myself. Be you. Be who you are. Be who you are. That's what Queen Mother said, didn't she? Queen Mother, Black Panther. Show them who you are. Angela, baby. Angela, yes, baby. Angela said, do your thing. Trust what I've built. I trust what I've built. I trust what I've built. I stop hiding. I embrace the light. I take up space without apology. I let the right people find me. Don't search. Your tribe know you. They'll come to you. They'll attract. You'll bring them into you. You don't got to worry about that. I share my gifts. That is the work. Now, you know, I'm going to get into, of course, what do we need? We need our magic jewels. I always feel like crystals are like the little beans from Jack and the Beanstalk, and he had them and it made the magic happen. You know, to gain him everything he needed, wanted, the food, the access, not living how they were any longer, things of that nature, dealing with a big old giant, you know, things in the sense of that. So, what do we have? For this buck moon, we want to do core within the tiger's eye, which is boosting personal power, your confidence, and of course, it's courage to face your challenges, because we have to pivot, y'all. You should be pivoting, okay? The carnelian fuels the motivation, the action, and creative drive, just like a growing deer antler. It's driving, it's pushing you. Like them antlers is coming up all the way up and growing out so they can be seen. It's like you're working by yourself on a project in the classroom and you can't wait to turn your artwork in. Oh, you did not. Yeah, I know. I did. I know it's around. Hold on, y'all. Hold. No. She's back here. I knew that was going to happen. All right, so let's go with the tiger's eye. I got a few. Tiger's eye. Comes in different within spears. You can get them as within the stone, square. Tiger's eye. get you, you know, show them you're a tiger. Yes, bitch. Show them what you can do. Yeah, you got to turn into Tony. Carnelian, which I have something, I have a few other pieces, but this is carnelian. Again, I have an enhancer bag of crystals. These are my Jack and the Beanstalk beans. These are for me. These are carried every day with me. Every day. I created them. They work with my sun, moon, rising sign, and they enhance within the meditation, what I'm trying to attract, what I'm trying to gain, what I'm trying to do. So, you know, look into that if you want. You can, like I said, you can grab the book, Crystals for Beginners. This is one of my household books that I go to. And then also I have a few others as well, which, you know, brings me in just to dealing with other things that I'm trying to do within other type of work. Then you have, of course, that helps within releasing self-doubt and fear as well with the carnelian. I'm sorry. I didn't give y'all the smoky quartz. Smoky quartz is here. This is my smoky quartz crystal. And that one is for helping to release self-doubt or fear. You know, your quartz are real good as far as within what they do, how they enhance things. So yeah, definitely a clear quartz, smoky quartz, all of that. And I do have clear quartz, which is another one that we can be using as well, which I have different cuts of this as well. And of course that amplifies your specific goals and intentions, and it sets during the lunar peak, especially if you're doing any type of spell work or anything of manifestation. Like I said, some full moons is for releasing, but some you can bring and take in. So yeah, this would be a good moon if you want to set any type of intentions or do any type of work, definitely with some quartz. This would be your time to do that tonight, okay? And then we have black tourmaline, which I don't have that. I have it, but I don't have it over here with me. And the black tourmaline protects your personal boundaries, and it shields you from negative energy, which is great. Which, like obsidian and other black stones and crystals that we tend to have as well. Now, what I'm using along with my enhancements and that I have in the bag, this is snowflake obsidian. Okay, this is actually the funny thing, because I flip through within the deck, and some crystals I don't have, which again, when I flip through the deck, it makes me want to, you know, go and invest. But this actually, it's a Virgo. The zodiac is within the Virgo, and the chakra is the root. So it worked with me. Can't make this shit up. And it keeps circulation flowing, helps to relieve joint pain, it strengthens the bones, and aids wound healing, enhances your eyesight, which is very helpful because I need help in the eyesight at times. But again, I flip these before I get started with you guys. And it's just, like I said, the connection to the universe. If I mean, believe to believe, and sometimes I have to stop myself to make sure you do believe in what you're doing, right? And you do believe in the energy that you're putting out. It is coming back to you. I'm wearing black, white, and gray, and you told me this is where I needed to be today. I hear that. I got you. I got you. This brings ease to your thought process, prevents mental diseases from occurring. It brings peace and calmness, and helps you recognize and release wrong thinking. So the spiritual healing properties for this provides the balance for the body, mind, and spirit. Say that. Promotes dispassion and inner centering. It helps you attain peace and identify your purpose, and expands your consciousness. The card's doing its big one, and it's in my zodiac. And the affirmation is, I replace my fears, doubts, and anger with hope, confidence, and serenity. So within the fact that we pulled the daily affirmation of what we're working with for the week, and that is, I am good enough. Don't sit here and bite your finger to want to know and think, am I? Of course you are. And if you did the work and you put the two together, you are exactly where you need to be. So, when you're working with your crystals, I try to at least let you know, work with those crystals until the new moon comes, switch them up. Use these crystals that you're pulling for this new moon within the manifestation or your meditation for whatever the work is that you're using. Keep them on you, the body heat within, as close to you as you can, to activate that feeling and that energy so that the crystal is working as well with you. Don't forget to clean them. Don't forget to put them out this evening to charge them under the moonlight, as far as doing, you know, your quartz. Don't forget, make sure you look at certain crystals you may have that you think you're going to put out there, and they're not to be charged at all, not in the sun, not a drop of water, like gremlins, you know, not after midnight. They can't eat and then turn into some craziness. And, you know, just before you jump ahead and doing stuff, I've also added some pieces that one of my quartz had broken, and I put it around my plant that I have on my altar, and you can see the growth of what's happening over here. Like I said, it works. If you're aligned, it works. That's all. That's all. So anyway, thank you guys for joining me today. Make sure you subscribe, like I said, to the bottom. Make sure you join the page. Give me a little like, a little thumbs up. That'll help within the population. Hey, if you don't have time to watch the whole thing, at least give me about 2 minutes of your time so we can populate this video and let it go to people who actually enjoy this information and it's going to watch the whole full thing. And if you did, drop a blue heart for me down in the comments. You know, does not cost much to just comment, but I do understand some of you have subscribed to a lot of people. Some things is just overwhelming, and then when everybody's popping up in your subscribers, you're like, God dang it, Jim, it's too many. But other than that, I love you guys. Thank you for joining. Come back again and see me sometime, and have a great full moon, and knock if you buck. All right. Bye.